Have you ever called a woman a female before?
Yes!
Like, for instance, saying, females hate it when guys take them to Red Lobster.
Yeah, sure, but not that particular sentence. I don't see a problem with that sentence at all, as long as you're not calling a lady or woman or female out of their name. I don't see the problem with that sentence at all.
You've done this before. Stop.
Why? As long as you're not calling them out of their name or calling them anything mean or demeaning, anything like that, I don't see a problem with calling a lady a female. I don't see a problem with it. You can't police people's language, bud. You really can't. It's an impossible task. People are going to say what they're going to say. You may not like it, but they're going to say it. First Amendment right gives them that right to say it. So you can't just simply tell people, stop. It's not going to work, dude, at all, whatsoever. Nice try, though.
Never do it again.
Once more, you can't police people's language. You can't. People are going to say what they like. You may not like it, but they're going to say it anyway. You just have to learn to deal with it.
Well, the first and most obvious reason why we should stop referring to women as females is...
I could guess. Because you want to police language and you're going to try to make people say something that they don't want to say because it offends your sensibilities and your feelings and all that. Is that the right answer?
Because it's grammatically awkward. So, for instance, if you're saying there are 16 black female journalists over there, black and female are adjectives to describe journalists, which is a noun.
Okay, but what is your point? That sentence seems fine to me. There are 16 black female journalists over there. What is wrong with that sentence? Nothing is wrong with that sentence. It's grammatically correct. It has all the correct spellings and everything like that. It checks out 100%. It will get 100% in the English paper, so I don't see what's wrong about that sentence.
And in that instance, it's fine. But if you're saying females always be tripping, you could be talking about female centipedes, female whales, female raccoons, female cockroaches. What are you talking about?
Oh, come on, dude. You can't be this silly. You know what guys say when they say females are tripping. You already know what they are saying. They're referring to women. They're not referring to cockroaches, raccoons, whales, or centipedes or anything like that. They're referring to human women. Grown women. That's what they were referring to. They're not referring to anything else besides that. And your point here is just completely silly. Because you know exactly what they're talking about, but yet you don't want to acknowledge that because it offends your sensibilities because you think they're talking about something else. So what are you talking about? They're talking about females, dude. Come on now. Nobody's this silly.
If you're referring to women, there is already a word for women, and that is women.
Need I go on, or do I need to debunk it further? Oh yeah, there's more video, so yeah, I'm gonna debunk you further.
If you're referring to a female human being who is not yet a woman, then there's a word for that, girl.
My headache scale is already at 99%, so I won't even debunk this point because you already know that this point is completely wrong and that the definition of girl can mean a young, immature woman who is not yet married. So I will continue on to the next point.
If you listen to people who use female regularly, it's often used in a very aggressive way.
How do you know that it's used in an aggressive way? Unless you can tell tone, then yeah, you could say it's used in an aggressive way. But if you cannot tell tone or it's in text form, you can't tell if it's in an aggressive way or not. It could be kind for all you know, or it can just be like airing out a grievance or something. I don't know. But it can be in a calm manner as well. So you don't know the tone or anything like that unless you know the context behind it. So just say, oh, it's used in an aggressive way when you don't even know the tone behind the statement that that person is using. It's completely dishonest. Really, really dishonest. Come on.
The pushback usually comes from people who are genuinely using female as a substitute for bitch.
Again, how do you know that's what they're using? Can you read minds? I didn't think so. So you cannot tell in what manner someone's using female. You can't. It can be in a calm manner for all you know. But you don't know because you can't read minds. So to say you accurately know what they're using it as is completely silly. It's really, really silly, man.
Bitch is triggering, and you can't just go around calling women bitches.
Yes, any person with common sense would know that. But how do you know that's what they're using it as? You don't. You don't know that at all.
So, female. Female is safer. It has the same connotation.
Did you just say that it has the same connotation? No, it doesn't. Female, you can use in a calm, aggressive, or whatever kind of manner you want. That other word is used to be aggressive when someone's being silly or an idiot. But female, you can use in a calm, aggressive, whatever manner you like. So they don't have the same connotation at all. Not even close.
This language is damaging because it neglects to acknowledge a person's humanity.
So if you call a woman a female, you will not acknowledge her humanity? What? That sentence makes no sense at all. You can still call a woman a female and acknowledge that they have humanity within them. Calling a woman a female does not mean you don't acknowledge their humanity. That makes no sense at all. None. Zero. Nada. It doesn't make any sense.
Despite the fact that this is such a remarkably easy concept to understand, some people are pretending not to get it.
You mean people don't like you policing their language and gonna go on saying what they're saying anyway? Color me surprised. Come on, dude. People are gonna say whatever they're gonna say. You may not like it, but it's gonna be said. You can challenge it later if you like, but people are still gonna say what they like. You cannot police people's language. It's not going to happen.
I'm not the first person to try to explain why this is not the thing that you're supposed to do. I've written about this numerous times before. Cara Brown and Jezebel wrote about this years ago.
And still people are going to say what they want to say. I'm not going to let you police their language. Like I said, color me surprised. Language is going to happen and people are going to say what they're going to say. You can't stop people from doing that. It's not going to magically happen. You're living in a fantasy world if you think that's going to happen.
This isn't just men. There are women too who use female indiscriminately. What it all comes down to is we're all affected by patriarchy. We're all affected by toxic masculinity.
Patriarchy and toxic masculinity. You mean those things that are used only to shut down a conversation? When a person's debunking your points, use it as a scapegoat, as a way out of a meaningful conversation with a person because they have a different opinion with you? You mean those silly words? Yeah, I will never acknowledge those words as words. They will never be that. They'll never be more than made-up terms used to shut down a conversation or a discussion.
This re-explanation of this extremely simple thing is basically Hotep Groundhog Day.
It's not a simple thing. The simple explanation I can give for this whole video is that you're trying to police people's language because you got offended by someone calling a woman a female. That's the whole explanation for this whole video. So that's going to be it for me, guys. If you want to check out more of my lovely videos, click this little eye over here. It'll take you to more of them. Have a great day, guys. Remember to stay awesome. Now I'm off to find Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet and get all 6 of the Infinity Stones and snap my fingers to make sure this video never existed.